It's time to make it, just give it a try. 'Cause you can make it like the old fat guy.
Welcome to this episode of You Can Make It. I'm David Farrell, also known as the Old Fat Guy. Today I'm going to make something that people make for special occasions, scalloped potatoes. When I was a kid growing up, scalloped potatoes were a fancy meal for special occasions. However, excuse me for saying this, Mom, I hated them. The old-fashioned scalloped potatoes were tossing the potatoes in some flour, putting a whole bunch of onions in them, pouring milk over them, and firing it in the oven. The problem was it made a gluey, pasty mess on the potatoes, in my opinion, and all you could taste was the onions. You didn't really get to taste the potatoes. Well, I'm going to show you how to make a better version of scalloped potatoes. My scalloped potatoes are going to be made by making a sauce separately, so it's a nice sauce, and it's going to be complexly flavored, but you're still going to taste the potatoes. It's not just going to taste like a bunch of onions chopped onto potatoes. So that being said, let's get into making some scalloped potatoes. Now, the first thing you're going to need for scalloped potatoes is, surprise, surprise, potatoes. So I have already sliced up a bunch of potatoes. Just to show you how I did it, though, I'm going to do one more. Now, what you're going to need is 750 milliliters or 3 cups of sliced potatoes. That's about 3 medium potatoes or 4 or 5 bit smaller potatoes. And you notice I don't peel my potatoes. There's a lot of good taste and vitamins and nutrition in the skins. I recommend you leave them on, but if you want to peel them, go ahead. So we have 3 cups of potatoes sliced up, or 750 milliliters. Now, the old one used to call for a whole bunch of big chunks of onions. My recipe only calls for 250 milliliters or 1 cup of chopped onions. That is because I want onions to be just complete the flavor. I don't want them to be the only flavor. So I'm going to cut them relatively small so they'll blend into the sauce. That should be about a cup of diced onion. So, now that we've got our vegetables sliced, we're ready to start making the sauce that we're going to put the scalloped potatoes together with. So I'm just going to heat up my stovetop here, and we're going to set it for medium-high. And there we go. And we're going to throw 2 tablespoons or 25 milliliters of butter into the pan. And we'll just let that melt. The butter's just about melted. And you'll note I'm using an omelet pan instead of a saucepan, only so you can see what's happening in the pan. You'd normally do this in a small little saucepan. Once the butter's melted, we're going to add 25 milliliters or 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we're going to whisk that into the butter. This is called making a roux. And once you've got it into the butter and you don't have any lumps left, you're going to add 300 milliliters or 1 1/4 cups of milk. Just pour it in, gradually whisking. There we go. Now we're going to let that heat up, and the milk will start to thicken as the flour gives off its gluten. And that'll be the beginning of our sauce. Take a couple of minutes for that to happen. I've been stirring this for a couple of minutes and some bubbles are starting to come up, and you'll notice it's just a little bit thicker, sort of like a heavy cream. And now we're going to add 175 milliliters or 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheddar. Get all that in there. And 50 milliliters or 1/4 of a cup of shredded Parmesan. And just stir that in until it melts. And as it starts to melt, now you can turn the heat off on the cooktop. You'll have more than enough heat left to melt it. And you'll see you'll get a nice creamy cheese sauce. Now, if you've ever made au gratin potatoes, you'd be making something like this, but it'd be a lot cheesier. I'm not trying to make au gratin potatoes, I'm trying to make scalloped potatoes. I want just enough cheese to give the sauce some complexity. And now I'm going to add some seasonings to the sauce. And what I have here is 2 milliliters of salt and 3 milliliters of dry mustard and 1 milliliter of coarse ground pepper. So that's about a little over half a teaspoon of dry mustard, a little under half a teaspoon of salt, and about 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground pepper. And 2 shakes of your favorite hot pepper sauce. Gotta have a little spice. And just stir those in. And you have the sauce, a nice creamy sauce for your scalloped potatoes. Now I've got to put my scalloped potatoes together, and I'm just going to clear some room on my counter, and I'll be right back with you. So I've got a casserole out, about a 10-inch casserole, and I'm going to start putting my scalloped potatoes together. Now you want to grease the casserole just so it's easier to clean up afterwards. I'm just using some baking spray here. And we're going to put 1/3 of the potatoes over the bottom of the pan, of the casserole. Now, do not worry about being exact. Rough eyeball 1/3 is just fine. Nobody's going to be coming around with a ruler afterwards and measuring it on you. And then we're going to take 1/3 of the chopped onions and sprinkle them over the potatoes. And 1/3 of the sauce will go over all of that. Oh, look at that wonderful creamy sauce. Wonderful. And we'll just spread that around a bit. No gloppy flour and milk for me. And then we're going to put a 2/3 of the potatoes over that. There we go. And another 1/3 of the onions over that. And another 1/3 of the cheese sauce. And the last of the potatoes. The last of the onions. And the last of the cheese sauce. I was talking to my friend Bill about this, and he said it's so easy even he can do it. If Bill can make it, anybody can. we go. Spread that around. Now you'll notice it's not swimming in sauce like you used to do when you made it with the milk and flour when your mom made it. That's because we're making potatoes, not soup. So we're just going to put a lid on this, and it's going to go into an oven I've preheated to 350 degrees. It's going to go for 30 minutes with the lid on. Then I'm going to take the lid off and cook them for another 60 minutes. So I'll see you in about an hour and a half. Our potatoes cooked for 30 minutes covered and 60 minutes uncovered at 350 degrees. I took them out of the oven and put them on the counter and let them rest for 10 minutes, and now we're ready to give them a try. So let's see how our scalloped potatoes turned out. Sorry, Mom. These are way better than what my mother used to make. They don't have a really strong cheese taste. Remember, they're just scalloped potatoes, but the potatoes are soft with a good bite to them still. They still got some shape and form, but they're totally cooked. The sauce that's on them has an onion flavor, has the hints of the cheese in the background, the spices. This is a scalloped potato for today instead of the stuff they used to make in the past, and even better, you can make it.
I have a good woman, I ain't good looking, but I do some cooking, I'm the old fat guy. So use that oven if you want some lovin', be like the old fat guy. Be like the old fat guy.